First of all, I want to just say right from the very beginning that God is to be praised for what's gone on in this project. This is one of the most exciting things I've ever been involved in my whole career, whether it's in the church or for government work or anything. This is exciting stuff that we're involved in, and it has eternal value as well. The project was conceived in 1997 when I called a group of 7 young earth creationists, all pretty much on the same page in terms of perspective and spiritual maturity and recognition of the significance of the issue of the age of the earth and the radio dating problem. The project was conceived in 1997, as I said. That's now 6 years ago. And the concept behind the project was that it would last 8 years. That means we got 2 years to go. And there's a definite purpose for the project having a specific beginning and ending. The idea is that if you have a fixed period of time and you identify very clearly what it is you want to accomplish, if you have an end to it, scientists will accomplish what needs to be done and report on it in that time frame, and you end the project. And raising the money for that effort and a lot of the other administrative details to that are much easier, and it's much more understandable for people like you who are supporting this project. The project was broken into 2 phases. The first phase was the 3 years of planning and the literature search, developing proposals for what type of research we were going to do, and then the publication of our first report, which you have seen on the book tables over here. The RATE book, Radioisotopes and the Age of the Earth, is what that stands for. And by the way, anytime you start a project like this, you have to have an acronym. I had a project when I worked for the government called SCIPPY. It sounded like peanut butter, but it stood for the Sierra Cooperative Pilot Project, but it didn't have much to do with the name, so it was never very good. We particularly picked the word rate for this project because it had something to do with the rate of decay, radioisotope decay. And it was a word that you could remember and associate with the project very quickly. The first 3 years, as I said, was primarily to do literature search, identify the research that we're going to do, and then publish this rate book, which was to report to the community what we intended to do. And it was done in such a way that we had identified what we were going to do during the next 5 years. So the next 5 years of the research project was the research itself, at the end of which we would have another report. We're now nearing the end of the 3rd year of this research phase. We're getting ready. We will continue to do research right up through the end of the project, but we will be beginning the writing of our final report starting this July.